Hello, hello.
Hey, Bonnie.
Hi,
How are
everyone.
you?
I'm great. How are you, Dawn?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you.
Dawn, we have so many ideas for this consultant confident class that I'm just super excited every single week to
Yes.
bring you more information. And, between Dawn and myself, we have 70 years of Mary Kay, which means a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom and things that we learned directly from Mary Kay or from our national sales director. And we're excited to come to you and share ideas. So if you have anything that you are thinking, I would really like to learn about X, let us know.
Yes. And Bonnie, I think I must say I type up these notes so that way people can really look at the notes and make notes and maybe complete a binder for themselves of training and things like that. And I must say, Bonnie, what is old is new. This is tried and true. We learned this stuff in the first year of our Mary Kay business, and it's nothing new. There's no fancy tricks or gimmicks. The only thing that's new is that not only do we see people in person, but we have the virtual options that we can open. I shouldn't say open, offer, but it's the same. Like if we're talking about hostess credit or, selling, it's the same thing. And I would, with an open heart, say to people, booking facials or developing a facial or a double facial into a class is worth it, just because you're going to meet more people and you're going to get more, you're going to get more bang for your buck in that time frame that you're working.
Mm-hmm.
And that even if you cluster things at your house as a class, then that's great as well. And then I will say, Bonnie, don't prejudge. So don't think, oh, Susie Q won't be a hostess because she's got 4 husbands, she's got 14 kids, she's got 3 jobs. Those people are the ones who you think, oh, they will never do it. They're the ones who do it. So I would just say, please listen to this class, maybe listen to it twice, and with an open heart, just start asking. What would you say, Bonnie?
I totally agree with that. And, if you don't ask somebody, it's 100% no. So if you just said, hey, you know what, I'm with Mary Kay. Would you be open to trying something out? Now, and some of this is going to be in other classes, but turning it from a facial into a party would simply be saying, it's just as easy for me to do a couple people as it is to do one. Who do you know? Who do you know?
Yes.
Who do you know that would enjoy getting pampered with you? I will tell you, if you say things like, do you know anyone? People will go, no, I don't know anyone. But if you said, who do you know? They're like, I don't know, maybe my mom and my sister, they might want to come over, or I'll ask my neighbor. And it opens it up.
So, Bonnie, I'm even doing that when I'm sending complimentary pampering packs to people. I'll say, do you have a friend or family member who might enjoy one too? And they're like, oh, yeah, my mom. Here's my mom's address. You can send it to her. And then I'm like, can we just maybe do a quick Zoom? She goes, oh, yeah, that's on my son's tablet. So we can just do that. So that's how easy it is that you can create bookings. And that's a whole nother thing. But yes.
But that basically,
Bonnie, the first thing that our topic for this afternoon is, I gotta get my note up again, discounting, and then we're gonna talk about promotions, and then we're gonna talk about maybe 2 or 3 different hostess credit ideas. So, Bonnie, let's talk about discounting. In lieu of a discount, what are we doing right now?
We are doing a gift with purchase, and I have to tell you, this is what we're doing right now. But years ago, we had, with a $40 purchase, our customers got X. What's great about that number, or a number, is if they spent less than that, it was a reason to get them to increase their sales. So if, now we have something going on with a $50 purchase, it's really easy to say, you're at 45, and actually for $5 more, you can take one of these items at half price. And people love it. Sometimes they say, no, I'm not interested. About 80% of the time, they definitely want at least one thing.
Yes.
So years ago, we did this. And then there was that time in there that we had freedom to do whatever we wanted. And personally, I was just getting confused. I'm like, oh, that's a nice order. Gosh, I'll give you this paper clip. Or, oh, that's really good. I'll give you a lipstick. And I was just like all over the board. And sometimes when you don't have something set in stone, a confused mind does nothing.
Yes.
So since March, I believe we started this in March, we are offering what Dawn put up. And that is for every $50 purchase, they can select one of those specials at half price. What I love about it, it might be, last month was like the Sonic brush.
Yep.
Well, you might have people that want a Sonic brush and they're like, oh, I just don't want to pay full price, but they want to get it at half price. The brush collection is the hottest seller on this thing because it's a fabulous brush set. And I've had more people say to me, oh, I always think I want to get it, but then I just need other things.
Yes.
So to get a quality, phenomenal brush set for half price, are you kidding me? It's a great deal. So this is great because if somebody's at, like I said before, if somebody's at 45, you can say, hey, you know, for $5 more, you could take one of these at half price.
So Bonnie, I find that there are two other benefits for working this program for consultants. And one of them is, let's say you're really racing to stay consistent with 600 wholesale. It helps you with selling product, but at least you're getting the taxes paid for and the wholesale is paid for. So that will help boost your wholesale for Star Consultant, your 600 accumulative for your jewelry, also for stars, all of that good stuff. But the best thing is, let's say somebody buys.
I know what she's going to say, so it's the best thing.
they buy the Tamwise night cream and they go, oh my gosh, I really love this. And that retails for $34. Well, guess what? That is going to run out in 2 to 4 months and they're going to reorder it. So you're getting them to fall in love with products that they might never have thought. So to me, especially, okay, I think everybody needs a brush set, but I am more excited like when they get the lip primer, or let's say they fall in love with foundation primer. If they fall in love with foundation primer, they are probably going to go through 3 of them a year. So it's just great. I mean, because maybe they never would have tried it, but they're going to fall in love with it. So I think this is fantastic. There's some nice sales director who's been doing this for a year, and I think she was queen in her seminar. But she every month does this. So you and I don't do this. We don't put it together. She knows what products she's had on here and she just rotates them. Sometimes there's some of the new ones. Sometimes there's body care, but she does a phenomenal job. It comes out the 28th of every month. And so you and I try to get this to our consultants so that at the last order at the end of the month, you can order some of these so you have them on your shelf. So it's
such a nice variety of products, because it might be something that isn't like the brush set or the Sonic brush, but it might be something that's even eye primer, and somebody might go, yeah, I'll take that for $6, and then they're hooked. It might be something that is limited. It might be body care. So it really is expanding our customers.
Yes.
I love that.
So 2 things, Bonnie. Let's say you are a consultant and you start and you have some family members, maybe you even have a friend, and you start giving them your discount. And maybe you're not even adding on the full tax. So maybe you are actually, and you might not be charging them for shipping. So you might be losing money because you pay tax up front on the retail amount and you're paying shipping. So all of a sudden you would like to work your Mary Kay as a business. If you discount them or promote them with other products, that's great. But if you're giving them just a pure discount and then all of a sudden you want to do this as a business to pay your mortgage, to pay bills around your house, you can't really go back to them and say, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to charge you full price. They're not going to do it. So I find that incenting them with those items at half price is great. Bonnie,
actually, I just had this just happened to me, like not even an hour ago. I had a customer and she said, I'm sure last June you gave us 50% off. I said, 50% off, really? Of what? And she goes, everything. I go, everything? How can I pay the electric bill? I mean, this is my job. And she said, oh, I thought you did. But then don't people get more of it? I go, then they don't need to reorder. I'm like, no, I don't do that. It was just an innocent, comment that she made. But I was like, no, I can't do that.
No. The other thing is the only discount I like to do is the birthday month. I give my customers a 15% discount on their entire order, just because it's just good to do that. So
it's a good reason to follow up with customers then too. Then, they get it at the beginning of the month, you tell them about it, but at the end of the month, it's a great reason to follow up and say, hey, Dawn, oh my gosh, it's the end of your birthday month. I was just checking in. I wanted to see, even if they ordered before, they might order again.
Yes. Some of them do order again. And I just think however you're delivering your product, wrap it up cute with a little bit of maybe shred, or maybe sometimes people put chocolate in there or whatever, just a little, I've been putting in the eye color cards that you and I have been creating. And I will tell you, all of a sudden these people go online and they order those 4 eyeshadows because they never would have put those colors together. So you guys make it your signature as to what you like to promote and how you make it look cute. And that does a lot.
So Dawn, I'm going to ask you before you go much further. Just to clarify, what if somebody is a brand new consultant and sometimes people make them feel like their family or friends might make them feel like they should get a discount? How would you respond to that kind of like, oh, good, I love Mary Kay. Now I can get it cheap, or now I can get it at your discount.
So that is where I would immediately go, oh, if you want that kind of a discount, then why don't you be a hostess for me? And then just silence yourself, because that would qualify. That would go into like a hostess credit, where maybe you give them $50 in free product, or maybe you give them a half price shopping spree. But then you're going to say to them, you're going to help me grow my business you're going to introduce me to at least 2 people who are over 18 and who don't have a Mary Kay beauty consultant. And, or then maybe they're going to take a silent hostess thing to work. So you're going to make them work for you. So you're not just going to do that, but you're going to also let them know that, you're not going to do that continuously unless they're hostessing a few different appointments for you a year, which some people do. But no, I mean, you can't go to Boston store is not even a business, but you can't go into Kohl's department store if your sister works there and get a 50% discount. Can you? No.
So I just point blank would say, ooh, I'm not able to do that, but I do have this special. Yes. Or better yet, you know what? You can be a hostess for me and you can get a great deal on products. So Dawn and I are going to talk now about hostess credit and what you would give someone.
So one of the basic Mary Kay hostess contests or hostess credits is that you offer $75 worth of product to the hostess for $35. So she is getting a 50% discount. Okay. I mean, it's not costing you anything to do that. However, the incentive for her to get extra free product is once her sales go over $100, she can get 10% sales free with no bookings. But if she has 1 booking, she can get 15%, and then additional 2 bookings, then she could get 20%. So that's where she can get, for just hosting the party, she can get $35 worth of free product. And let's say she has $300 in sales and 2 bookings. That's where you would give her $60 of product, but your cost is only $30. But for you to sell 300 and to be meeting, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people, that's where sometimes giving hostess credit, you might say, ooh, that's a lot. But in the long run, if you take good care of them and you provide good customer service, what is your long-term benefit of developing new customers from a party?
And 2 future bookings. That is a key there.
Yes.
I do like the 75 for 35 in the fact that if Dawn is getting together with a couple of her girlfriends and they don't purchase anything, I'm not out anything. She feels like she got a good deal because she invited some people over, to at least 2 or more.
Yep.
And if she does, then she's rewarded for doing that. I also like to, let's say she had $300 in sales. You can easily say, actually it would double your free amount if you get when you get two bookings,
Yes.
and that will increase her free stuff. I remember one of my first when I had started and I lived in Georgia, I walked out to my car, and Mary Kay always said, if you leave without bookings, for every booking you didn't book, you left $100 on the table. And I got out to my vehicle, no kidding. And I was like, there's money on the table. And I went back in and I said, Dawn, at every appointment, I always select a few people to be my future hostesses. I would love to have you be a hostess. Is there any reason why you couldn't be? And I booked her. I booked at least one booking. And I was like, how smart is that? So always remember to keep that business going.
Yes. The other thing is, I will be very honest with this. Like, a hostess could be a hostess twice, because maybe she does something in person, but then maybe she books a Zoom with you, or maybe she books a Facebook party with you because she's got family and friends throughout the United States. So please offer both to her. So that way you're just working smart, not hard. And I just, I'll be very honest. If COVID didn't happen, Bonnie and I would not have met a lot of our customers throughout the United States. But to me, it's nice where you have both options. So
I love that too.
We talked a little bit about the $50 shopping spree. And there are times where I just want something easy. And so I will say to a customer, Susie Q, if you could select $50 of any Mary Kay product of your choice, would you host a virtual Mary Kay party for me? And all of a sudden she'll say, yeah, I could do that.
And Dawn, say it again, because your verbiage was like, it was important.
So Susie Q, if I would offer you $50 of any Mary Kay product of your choice, would you be a Mary Kay virtual hostess for me?
So when Dawn says that, if I were to give you $50 of free Mary Kay products, that grabs attention right there. If I were to give you that, what do I have to do? $50 in free product? Have a couple friends? Sure, I'll do that. But it invites them to listen a little closer when you do it that way.
If I would say to you, do you want to host a Mary Kay party? The first words out of their mouth are going to be no. But when you tell them what they're getting, that's what piques their interest. And so the first time Bonnie and I did this, we hung up, we did this, and we checked back with one another, and it was like, I booked two. You booked two? Oh my God, it's just the best thing since sliced bread. It's like taking a loaf home and having it cut at the bakery, or having to slice it yourself. So you guys, it's all about the words. So,
And going back to that, when Dawn came back and she said, would you like to host a Mary Kay party? I'll give you $50 in free Mary Kay. It's like, where did that go? But if I were to give you $50 of anything you want, would you host a Mary Kay party, a virtual party? And you know what? You could do that for the 75 for 35 too. You can say, Dawn, if I were to give you $75 worth of products for only 35, would you host a virtual party, or would you host a Mary Kay party for me?
Yes. Yeah. And I just think, and sometimes you might even want to just say, would you host an appointment for me? You might not even say party. It doesn't matter. Okay. In the 30 years we've been in Mary Kay, we've called them parties. We've called them classes. We've called them beauty experiences. We've called them hydro sessions. It doesn't matter what you call them. Correct. You might just say, would you gather a few friends? I mean, it doesn't matter what you call it. It's gathering some people. So, and
your excitement about it. If you're excited to give somebody something, they'll be excited.
And it's just a matter of what they want. So some people might want $50 free. Some people might want to do 75 for 35. Some people might want a half price shopping experience if they have a lot that they want to offer. But really, what's really honesty is, it doesn't matter. It's just keeping it simple. Keep it simple, sweetie, kiss. And that the other thing is, I know in my Mary Kay days, I had people who would host an appointment every quarter, and I would go to this consultant's house, and she would have one new person there. The next quarter, she'd have 2 new people there. She just had a lot of people in her neighborhood. And that's, she finally ended up, she is in my unit right now, but she was a forever hostess. Like, she loved Mary Kay and she wanted free stuff and she would get people over. So, I mean, it was worth me going to her house, romancing product and just doing it. So I just think, realize that we have the best of both worlds right now. We can do it in person. We can do it at your house, at your training center, wherever, or virtually.
Yeah. And just asking people, which would be better for you? Do you have friends out of town? Do you have friends locally? Which would be better for you? And, you're going to hear, just on that note, as I'm hearing all the ideas, you're going to hear different ideas, and you're going to hear an idea and you're going to think, that's totally not me. I can't do that. And then you're going to hear an idea like maybe getting together with a hostess 4 times a year, like that she has a party 4 times a year, like different seasons. And you might say, that's an awesome idea. I'm going to enroll my customers in that. So it makes it your business. It makes it personally to you that you can decide how you want to do your business.
Because it is about you. It is about what you want to do. It totally is. And, I also remember doing it where I would have like my birthdays in the month come to my house. And then I would say that I would draw, if they came to my house, their name went to the drawing, and one lucky person who came was going to get hostess credit. So they came but then coming to my house was so much easier because I didn't haul my stuff. And if I had one person there, or if I had 4 people there, they were coming from different areas. So you guys, this is a business that you have options and you can run it how you want. And it's weird how this isn't a booking class, but it's about the mentality of if you want to use these hostess credit and how to use it, it's just going to make your business flow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think to remember too, you might want to try an idea for a month. Like if you try an idea one time, you can't judge the results on it. It might be great. And you might be like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. But the truth is, you really have to do it a couple times. You got to get it going, get the mojo going. It might be your monthly contest that you do. You might not choose to do that every month. Maybe it's just something you want to do for once a month to get it all going.
And some of it ebbs and flows as to what time of year it is, when the mothers are getting their kids back to school, or if it's holiday and you're doing holiday sales. So it's all good. But keeping it simple and just trying something, and it has to come out of here.
You have to ask. If you don't ask, it's automatic no.
The answer is no.
So Dawn, it's been fun.
Yes.
It's been fun. And I hope everybody took something away. And I'm glad that it's video, like it's recorded. So you can go back and you can check verbiage or get ideas too. So, and of course, if you have any questions, if you need any help or assistance, we're here for you. So just reach out to us.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.